Mic's not on. Hi, everyone. My name is Pat Austria, and I'm so excited to be here. When I was in college at William & Mary, I was so amazed at how development institutions could commit millions of dollars in funding, but never document what specific towns that money was going to. How could we measure the effectiveness of international development if we didn't even know where it was occurring? When I was 18, I started working with geocoding, first at the World Bank, then Development Gateway, and then AidData at William & Mary. In all these institutions, we set out to answer a simple question. Could we precisely identify subnational project locations on a large scale? In other words, could we geocode foreign aid? At that time, it seemed like a crazy idea. But in the 4 years since I've been 18, geocoding has been applied in a number of institutions, countries, and development organizations. Geocoding allows us to see where foreign aid is going, and more importantly, where it's not. We can overlay that with development indicator data to ask important questions like, why are we building schools in this region when literacy rates are lowest over here? Or, why are two development institutions building health centers in the same area while other areas remain untreated? Geocoding allows for better questions, improved insight, and greater transparency and accountability. A couple of weeks into working with geocoding, I quickly saw the tremendous power it had, not simply on an organization or systemic level, but on a very personal level. I remember sitting in the office geocoding a project in the Philippines, the country where I'm originally from, and being surprised to realize that the road I was geocoding was actually in my hometown and had been the same road that my father had been complaining about just a couple of months prior. Of course, at that time, there was no way for him to get information about the road and certainly no way for him to provide any feedback on it. At that moment, it became evident to me that the power of geocoding went far beyond data analysis and visualization, that its true value lay in the fact that it could engage new stakeholders, non-traditional actors in the development process, by informing citizens and providing a platform for their voice. With the help of USAID, AidData has been able to build cutting-edge technology that makes development data more actionable than ever before. Our team of dedicated and sometimes crazy students have continued to spread the power of geocoding by engaging new stakeholders and catalyzing innovative applications of our data and tools. In my own life, I've been working on trying to figure out how to use geocoding and cell phone technology to improve disaster relief and rescue efforts in the Philippines and other developing countries. We are becoming smarter, better, and braver about international development, using geospatial data to improve our knowledge, connect stakeholders, and challenge conventional thinking. See, if we are to end poverty by 2030, ignorance is a luxury we can no longer afford, and thankfully, a price we no longer have to pay. Geocoding matters because it can inform the discussion and distribution of foreign aid, channeling it to where it is needed most, and enabling valuable collaboration between institutions, governments, and citizens, so that we can broaden the impact of development, not simply as a reactionary accountability or transparency mechanism, but also we can improve it at all nodes of the results chain, informing policy, monitoring the progress of our development activities, and allowing for feedback on its delivery. We have new tools in our arsenal in the fight against poverty. And as someone who calls a developing world home, as a student who had a crazy idea, and as an avid believer that despite the challenges, innovation and development can work, I am so excited and thankful for initiatives like this lab, organizations like USAID, and all the organizations present here today. We have an exciting opportunity before us, and I'm so excited to hear more about your work, and more importantly, the innovation and collaboration we can make happen moving forward. Thank you for your time.